Hey, what's up? Welcome back to the LeBauer Show. Today, what we're going to talk about are the 5 best marketing strategies for 2024. So these are the marketing strategies that I would be using right now if I were you. It's the middle of 2024. It's summer. It's like, what do we need to do? Get some more new patients on the books. Get more clients in the door. What do I need to do to grow my business? So these are the top 5. First off, let me just say a couple things real quick. One of these strategies is going to be awesome, and you can utilize it today. The real thing is, like, I'm going to give you these 5 strategies, but the real thing I need you to understand is that you have to do the fucking work. You just have to do it. If you want a result, you just got to get in the trenches, and you just got to work, and you just got to do it. That didn't mean you need to do everything. It doesn't mean you need to just take a bunch of spaghetti, boil it for 5 minutes, throw it at the wall, and see what sticks, because nothing's going to stick after 5 minutes. You've got to boil it until the temperature's right, and it's the right amount of time. And if you have the instructions, you don't need to throw spaghetti at the wall. You know when it's done. The best thing you can do is get a game plan. The best thing you can do is know which marketing strategies are working now. And the best thing you can do is put yourself around other people who are in the trenches doing it with you, because fighting a war alone is terrifying, it's boring, and you're probably not going to win because there's only one of you. Maybe you can if your name is John Rambo, but I'm not so sure that many of us can live up to the hype of Sylvester Stallone. So anyways, you just have to go do the work. And what does that look like? That looks like showing up in your office and doing what you say you're going to do. Showing up and getting in those few little wins during the day. And then at the end of the day, saying, hey, you know what? I sent this email. I sent this text. I set up this thing. I made progress. I might not have done everything that I thought I was going to do, but maybe my expectations are a little unrealistic. And if you have unrealistic expectations of yourself, you're going to push yourself. The people that get some of the best results are the people that have a chip on their shoulder. They have unrealistic expectations, and they know that they're responsible for their own results and no one else is. And so doing the work looks like taking the idea and seeing it through, and then saying, hey, it didn't work the way I expected. Okay, then go ask for help. Make it better. And you can go search YouTube and do all those things. Cool, I've got some videos on there. But sometimes there's a specific strategy, like the 5 strategies today, you may not need all of them. You may not need any of them. One of them might work really well for you, or you might try it and then go, okay, what do I do now? Okay, that's where you need some more help, because we can get you so far, but I can't get you, to the finish line. And even if I'm riding along in the golf cart with you, you still have to run the journey. So there's a big part of this that's up to you. And the other thing I'll say about this is, when I first started, what I thought I could do is just tell people, here's what you need to do, and they would go do it. What I've realized over the years is there's a ton of variables, and there's a lot of decisions to be made, and you need to get really good at making decisions. That's one of the reasons, being able to make quick decisions is one of the reasons when we work with people, we ask them when they get on a call, like, I need you to be able to make a decision, yes or no, by the end of this call. It's not because it really matters to me, but people that can make decisions, yes or no, left or right, quickly, are the ones that are going to get to the end of the maze fastest, right? They're going to find success fast. And if we sit on the fence and we hem and then we haw and we overanalyze, then it doesn't matter which of these strategies you choose. You're going to take one, you're going to overanalyze it and not get it done, because you're going to be like, what do I exactly say? Or should I press the button X, Y, and Z? And that's why it really helps to have other people around you being like, press the button, go, next. So let's get into these strategies, but that's the mindset piece I need you to have. Do the work, make decisions, do the work, extract the lessons, ask for help, do the work, do it. Okay, so I think I said 5. I've got 6 written down, and I'm going to give you something hopefully really awesome by the end of this. I've got these written down, I've got my notes, and if you'd like to get the script that I go over, if you'd like to get these marketing strategies for 2024, what I want you to do, if you want to get it sent to you as like a PDF with the link in the script, just DM me on Instagram. Go to Aaron LeBauer and just DM me. Just say, hey, Aaron, I want to get that PDF from the podcast. And let me know. If I get enough people actually messaging me, I'll get it to you and send it out. Number one, AI chatbots. AI, artificial intelligence. AI is here. You see it a lot. It's ChatGPT. You could probably go to my clinic website right now and see our AI chatbot. We're testing it out. But what can it do? It can help start setting appointments for you. Can it replace you? No. But it's going to be awesome, and it's only going to get better. And you don't want it to be super like robot-y, but even something as simple as, how are you doing? What question do you have? Do you take my insurance? And you might be like, that's a great question. Before we talk about your insurance, I have a few other questions to ask. Boom, boom, boom. And you just like work through it. And you kind of have to program it with your voice and some other things. But AI chatbots are going to be great. You can utilize them in Instagram, on your website, etc., Facebook. If you've messaged me the word book to get a free copy of my book, or messaged me the word checklist to get a free copy of the CashPT checklist, you can do that right now. You'll see I've got a little bot that replies. It's not really, you can't really have a conversation with it. There are conversations I can set up to say, hey, would you like this or that? But in the last few years, or in the last actually 12 to 18 months, you can now start programming it to customize it rather than be a this or that type of thing. But that's the beginning of this chatbot. It's like I can text it and it can trigger a response. It's pretty dope, and it's going to get even doper. There's another strategy that I would use. It's called the CashPT Revenue Injector. And this is a strategy that we use and our clients use to go and inject revenue into your business. Like you need some fast cash to buy a bodyweight treadmill, which I don't usually recommend, or you need some cash to go on a trip, or pay taxes because you bought a BMW and you forgot to pay your taxes. I don't know. Like let's go get some cash. Where do you get cash? The people that have already paid you money in the past are more likely to pay you money in the future if you solve another or a new problem. Or people who are currently patients, how do we get them paying you more or committing to the plan of care? We use the CashPT Revenue Injector. Boom. Look, this strategy does require you to talk to people, and it does require you to use a little bit of sales. A lot of people don't do it, or they shy away from it because they're like, oh, I'm afraid. What if people reject me? Well, what if people say, no, I don't want physical therapy, and they go get surgery and then they die during surgery? Is that a better outcome than you asking them to commit to 5 more visits in their plan of care and pay in full up front? I don't think so. But we're so afraid of asking for money, asking for people for something that they want, that a lot of times we don't do it. This is something that I used to try to teach when people first started, but what I realized is I need to build more trust, because it's very scary to go ask someone for money and say, hey, I'd like to get you to commit to a plan of care and X, Y, and Z. There's a couple other strategies in here and scripts, but the thing is this is what I would be using now, because what does it do? It allows you to almost not really guarantee a result, but guarantee commitment to a plan of care so that you have time to give people an even better result than they might get if they were just dipping their toe in and trying it and seeing if physical therapy really works. The other thing that I would do is called the PIF Tsunami, paid in full tsunami. This is another fast cash strategy that we utilize to get money rolling in the door now, and paid in full plans of care. What do we need to do? We need to talk to patients. We need to set big goals. We need to look at their plan and say, hey, you know what? We can do it like this, or we can do it like that. And you and I both know that most people, you want to run a marathon for the first time, or the first time in 10 years because you've been struggling with hip pain. You want to lose 40 pounds, or what does a patient really want to do? They want to lose 50 pounds, but they can't because they're dealing with the knee pain from a surgery 10 years ago, and they just really can't exercise. They can't squat. Like, this isn't going to take 6 weeks. This is going to take 6 months, 12 months, 18 months. These are long-term programs. And so we need to run some kind of program specials and offers for people for long-term. Think outside the box. insurance companies have put you in a box to think that patients need 8-week plan of care twice a week. Maybe 12 weeks is too long. Patients are like, oh, my insurance isn't going to pay, so I can only come this certain amount of time. And you go, okay, I'm afraid to talk to you about money. And remember, we have to be confident. We have to project confidence. Having a financial breakdown conversation isn't always the right way either, because that becomes too logical. But what we have to do in order for the CashPT revenue injector and the PIF Tsunami to work is we have to be able to have conversations with people about what their true wants, beliefs, and desires are. And then once you can do that, okay, here's the problem I can solve for you. And the problem I solve for people isn't just fixing your herniated disc. It's not just, I can't get in there and scrape away the arthritis. I mean, does that really work anyways? Is arthritis really causing the problem? Or is it maybe lack of movement, lack of confidence? The confidence is eroded by our medical system. So if we can figure out what their real goals are, I can make them an offer and provide a great solution for them. And then money rolls in, kind of like, I think Odell Miller left, I think, our February retreat this year. He went and did 8,000 in one day. He might have done, I don't know if he did 12,000 one day. I think he's done 8,000 in a day. He's definitely done 30,000 a month in visits. Joey Seaforth did a bunch in visits. Sarah Martinez. I even had a couple of people early on. Alex Kerbach went and sold a $1,300 plan of care his first few weeks of his business. And that was only after enrolling in our CashPT Blueprint case study program. And so we have to be able to make offers, and in order to make offers, we have to build a big vision. We have to build a big gap for people. And when you can build a big enough gap between where they are and where they want to be and make it realistic and offer them, a plan to get there, they're going to say yes. It's got to feel realistic, but also a little bit out of reach. Because if they can do it on their own with P90X videos and the treadmill they can buy at Sears, which, Sears is closed down here anyways, you can get it off Amazon. Why would they want your help? So we have to build a big enough gap and be confident that I can help you get there. But really the only way I can get there is if we can work together on an ongoing basis. I know that doesn't mean every week. It can be varied. It can be spread out. It can be different touch points. But when we can do that, these strategies are going to work. Okay. There's another strategy we use. It's called the New Patient Challenge. This is the strategy that Owen Johnson used his first month to make $7,400 his first month in business. It's pretty dope. And it's a simple script and email. And what we do is we send it out, and it starts conversations, and it allows us to hop on calls, get new people in, get family and friends in, etc., and build a caseload without doing Facebook ads, without doing workshops or in-person marketing events. It's pretty awesome. And what it allows you to do is reach other people through your current network. There's so many marketing strategies, but I only want to give you the 5 big ones, but I think I've kind of got 6 in here, like I said. So New Patient Challenge. Everyone wants more new patients. But you know why I didn't start with a New Patient Challenge is because the people who have already given you money are more likely to work with you again. New patients are harder because they don't trust you yet. They haven't paid for a service. And once someone pays for a service or buys a product, they're more likely to come back again. How many of you listening are on your second or third Android? How many of you are on your third or fourth iPhone? Are you going back and forth, or are you sticking with the same one? Once you buy one iPhone, you're more likely to buy another. Once you come to physical therapy at LeBauer PT, hopefully you're more likely to come back to me. What happens is patients don't always understand that just because I helped them with their knee pain once, that I can now help them with their neck, because their knee and their neck are super far apart. And most of medicine treats you as individual parts, not as a whole body. But they're still more likely to come in once they recognize and know that, oh, they're like, Dr. LeBauer, you can help me with my neck and headaches too? I'm like, absolutely. Tell me more about it. So you got to run the New Patient Challenge. New Patient Challenge is one of the ways that you can generate more new patients quickly without doing Facebook ads and crazy like internet marketing. Caveat, if you want to run a virtual business, a telehealth business, or some kind of online coaching or other online business, you've got to have an internet presence. And if you're afraid to do social media marketing, but you want the freedom of an online business, your priorities are not in sync. You've got to, if you want to make money online doing like one-to-one services or one-to-many services, you've got to be the face of your business, and you've got to build an audience online in order to sell online. Like, you don't have to do exactly what I do. There's different ways to do it, but you got to do that. So that's ADHD side point. Okay. So there's two more. What I would do if I were you and I wanted to do more marketing and I wanted to build my business, I mean, this is what I'm doing, is develop a monthly recurring revenue program. We call it our Wellness Warrior program. You need a monthly recurring revenue program. It can look like a couple different things. It can look like part online, part in person, all online. So all in person, all online, or a hybrid of the two. For a long time, we've done the in-person one because I had a patient come to me and say, Dr. LeBauer, do you think if I came in every month, I wouldn't have these big flare-ups in my back? And so this is a patient who came to me like 5 years before for his back, got better, but he didn't finish his plan. He didn't really finish his plan care. He's just like, I'm better, I'm good. And then a year later, he's like, oh, my back is hurting again. And he came in for more visits. But I was like, hey, let's follow up in 3 months and 6 months. And, he's just like, well, I'm just feeling good. And then, he's like, it started hurting again. He's like, I'm going to try all the things Dr. LeBauer did and showed me, and it wasn't getting any better. And he's like, oh, and it took longer. I think it took like 12 visits this time instead of 5 and 8. And then he goes, do you think if I just came in monthly on a regular basis, like this wouldn't happen again? I was like, yeah, I think that'd be a great idea. And that's how we started our Wellness Warrior program 8 years ago, maybe. And what it is, it's a monthly recurring revenue program where people don't pay. They're not buying a pack of 10. It's set up so that they're paying every month, and they get all the features and bonuses that you promise them, visits, priority scheduling, etc. And then come in every month for like one visit, whether it's an hour, 45 minutes, or 30. They can, you can do virtual check-ins, etc. There's a lot of different things you can do, but having some kind of program like this, where it's more of I'll call it a continuity program. This isn't just wellness visits that aren't covered by insurance or allow you to, do wellness to see Medicare patients, or it's not a membership to give a discount for your services. Is to give people what they really need, which is access to a medical professional to ask questions and get some treatment. And people love the hands-on stuff, by the way. And there's nothing wrong with providing hands-on treatments. That's why I was making more money than PTs as a massage therapist, because I was making $85. I was getting $85 an hour plus some tips as a massage therapist, because people need to be touched. And if you haven't listened to my episode on touch a few episodes ago, be sure you do that. People want to be touched. So some people just want to come in and just, feel good. And that's totally cool. Let's check in on where you are. I'm doing great. Guess what? Something flares up. You go and dunk a basketball on a 9-foot goal and your knee, gets flared up. You get to come back in and you get a discount for additional visits. And it's a great program. And that's what I'll be doing. And I'll be marketing that to my current patients. You probably have a list of former and past patients that would love a program like this. And if you'd like to put together a custom program like this for your business, whether you're cash-based or in-network or hybrid, and you'd like my eyes on it, all you got to do is go to callwithaaron.com, book in a time to chat, and we'll brainstorm some ideas and see if there's a program we can put together and a game plan for you to grow your business. It's called callwithaaron.com. You may or may not have heard me talk about that before, but it's a free 15-minute visit. What we'll do on that visit is figure out where you are, where you want to go, what you've tried, what's worked, what's not, where the bottlenecks and opportunities are. And then we'll brainstorm a plan to help you grow your business. And if we're a good fit to work together, we'll book in another time to chat about how and what that looks like. But the call is free. I'm not going to sell you on anything on that call. I just want to chat and see where you're at, see if maybe we can help you. And if I can help you, and if I think I can help you and I ever make an offer for you to work with me, it's because I know if you go through the program and you do the work, you should get a result that at least 2 or 5x's your investment in me. Really, the goal is a 10x investment over time. Like, you give me $100, I should be able to make you 1,000. So I've got even a program's called Patience and Profits, and early bird tickets are $100, and I put in a free strategy in there as a bonus that should make you at least $1,000. But what you have to do is be willing to put a token in the door and walk through the door, take the ticket, read the ticket, and follow the instructions. If you have a Wellness Warrior program, an idea, you've got a business, you've got hundreds of past clients, this is thousands. This is a great type of program. Okay, the last marketing strategy that I'm going to share with you today is called it's two-way SMS marketing. It's text marketing. Okay, so I can send out a text notification. I also want to be able to message you back and forth. And this is what we're using PT Marketing Machine to do. This is our marketing software and platform that allows us to do the automated emails, texts, social media scheduling clients, patients. We actually even had someone come through today through our instant appointment link and funnel that's on our Google business listing. This allows us to set up quick websites and funnels. It does ClickFunnels. It does Typeform. It does ActiveCampaign. It does all these things. And I can send out these text broadcasts. So I can upload a list of my patients and clients, and I can text them. I can text them emails. They're just saying, hey, it's Dr. LeBauer. So I did this with one of my friends a few weeks ago. He only has a list of like 30-something people. And we uploaded it in his account, and we sent out a message. And I was like, hey, first name. And I was like, this is Will. This is really me. I sent you an email with a link to this training I want you to see. Let me know you got it. Just as simple as that. And he all of a sudden got like 4 or 5 phone calls and about a dozen text messages of people saying, oh, it's so great to have your number and access to you. I've been meaning to get in touch with you about, working with you again, doing a different deal, etc. I mean, he probably did $100,000 in business over a few days. As a financial advisor with 4 or 5 people. Really dope. We've sent something similar to our clinic, and I only just did this yesterday, so I'm going to read to you exactly what I sent. And you can just pick up your phone and send this to people that you've worked with in the past, or get a Google Voice number. But I would recommend using something where you can send this to multiple people at once. You can't send it to all 1,000 people at once because you'll get marked as spam. But with PT Marketing Machine, there's a way to drip them out. And here's the text that I sent. I said, let's see. I said, hey Jennifer. Or I said, hey, first name, it's Dr. LeBauer. Hope you're doing well and staying out of the heat, because it was a scorcher yesterday. This is a text from our new system that we now use to answer questions and communicate with our patients. I'm also reaching out to let you know that this month we're running a 2-for-1 summer jumpstart special. It's only for our patients who are ready to commit to their long-term health and healing. When you enroll in this program, this month you get 2 free visits on us. That's one for you and one for a friend or family member. Reply back and let me know you got this. And if you're interested in jumpstarting your fitness and health goals before summer's over, Dr. LeBauer. So we sent that out, and it's going to go out to 100 people a day for the next 2.5 weeks. I will keep you posted on how that works out. But from my experience helping clients run similar programs and doing it for Will, I have no doubt that we're going to, reconnect with people, pick up some new patients, but we're also going to have people saying, they want to opt out of messages, and it's totally fine too. But this is the kind of thing that you can do. There's lots of different ways to do it, lots of different programs. And like I said, my friend Will, he didn't even offer a special. He did it with an email and sent an email with a video talking about one of the programs and investments that and investment strategies that he typically recommends, more of an educational piece. And it still drove new clients to his business. So this kind of thing is really powerful. And then people reply back, and You can have a conversation with them. Or what question do you have? You can run you can run the new patient challenge through SMS. You can run a lot of these things through, a lot of these strategies through this platform, and so it's super powerful. So here, that's what I want you to do. Is really what I want you to do is pick one of these strategies. And if you need some tools or help implementing them, just reach out to me on Instagram. Let me know. We can hop on a call, see if we can help. If you're looking for a marketing platform like PT Marketing Machine, I can get you a great deal and get you set up with that, and even just give you a lot of the scripts into your account. You just also have to message me. Maybe just message me with the word marketing machine, or say, Aaron, what's that software that you're using? How do I get set up on it? I'm working with Derek Nielsen. He's been on the podcast recently, and he's doing, concierge onboarding and setting up accounts for you and loading in a lot of our emails and strategies, whether it's in the clinic or business. I mean, I took a lot of my coaching business templates and gave them to my friend Will, because they're very similar. If you need some help with those things, just reach out to me on Instagram. It's Aaron LeBauer. I'm not that hard to find. I know most of you are probably already there. But if I were you right now, I would pick one of these and implement it and go for it. And then if you want to keep building your business, pick another one and do it. And then let me know how it works for you. I'd love to get some feedback from you. If you're feeling generous, maybe leave us a 5-star rating review over on iTunes. That'd be totally appreciated. I don't get notifications about those, and I have to go look at them. So I haven't in a while. I probably should do that now. Or shoot me a message on Instagram, or just grab a copy of my book. You DM me the word book on Instagram. I think I realized yesterday that I sold 7,695 copies of my book, The CashPT Blueprint, since we published it in 2018, beginning of 2018, which is really dope. I'd love to get to 8,000 by the end of the year, but I know I will, so maybe 8,000 by the end of the summer. If you want to be one of those last few hundred copies, that'd be amazing. I don't know who's going to get the 8,000th copy. Otherwise, I'd put a little golden ticket in there. But I don't know, because I can't handle it, because people buy them from Amazon and Barnes & Noble and from my website directly. But that's it. Pick a strategy. Make a target. Shoot for the stars, land on the moon. Just keep rocking and rolling. Keep going. Get after it every day. I'll see you on the next episode. Peace out.